let's go to happier times naman.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. At this point naman, I can I'm far away from it, and I already learned my lesson. I can easily. But yeah, let's go to happier times.
Well, did you ever find out yung the love story between your mom and dad?
I know the basics of it. I mean, that's why I'm thankful for family. Kasi I'm one of the people who helps me out now, like si Nene, Letty. Like Nene and Letty, they were working for my lola when they were teenagers. So they hung out. They've been with us since they were 16, 17, and si Letty would also stay with my mom when she was making Ligo my dad. So I know the basics. I know like the states thing. That's why I always have so much respect and love for my dad na, he left. Medyo na-inspire ako kasi there was a time I was living in the States and I left everything to go back for Mickey, and my dad was also like that. I don't know what level his career was during this.
At the peak.
So I don't know. It was at the peak, and he sold everything to be with my mom in the States, and he would tell me stories. It was difficult for a time na, syempre, there's lots of Filipinos in California na, my dad had lots of odd jobs. He would bake bread. He would...
Kahit asthmatic yan, ha?
Bake bread. He worked in like a manager for Walgreens. He would pump gas. And syempre, some Pinoys would say stuff, but he never... And I think that I know for a fact, even if my lola, even my dad knows this naman eh, my lola would make away my dad. Pero ano lang naman yun eh, syempre only daughter, like all parents naman eh, high standard. But I told this to my dad before, like every time I had hang out with my lola here, even if may tampuhan sila, she'd always ask me about, so what's your dad doing now, his shows, his movies, kasi she'd always tell me, if your dad's doing well, then I know he's taking care of you guys, and she knew since when they were in the States, my dad was always hardworking, and until now, he always works hard, and he never, he always took care of us and my mom.
Nagkwento ba sila about the elopement?
Now they ran away, yeah, a little bit of the running away, and then the garbage bags, and then my mom, when my lola found out na my dad was making my mom ligaw here, she pulled my mom, took her to the States, and then my mom ran with Tita Arlene. I think they tried to, parang gamit niya, nasa garbage bag lang ata, and then they escaped through the window. So, sabi ko nga, pang-Maalaala mo kaya to, like in the future, will be a nice love story
So the elopement happened sa America?
Alam ko, it's double eh. May mini elopement dito, and then may isa pa in the States, and then they went their own ways, and
dito mini elopement
nahuli. And then that's why my lola pulled my mom out and took her to the States, and then she ran away again, and my lola had to find her. It's like a movie, their love story. So
kasi your mom, in case they didn't tell you, had a very, very promising showbiz career here. Ano yan? As in, talagang one of the loveliest faces.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time, but I mean, I would see, kasi thankfully my lola had an archive. I would see the old magazines na she was kasabay with Tita Gretchen, Tita Nadia, and they would have, well, my lola may kwento, in this house, they would have their workshops here, acting workshops, and they're all teenagers. So, they wanted to have kids, and we're the result.
And they were really so in love.
Yeah, they were really so in love. So, my mom was happy, and I was glad na my parents had us early, because my parents were young when we were young. So, there was a time when they would go partying. I'd be like 10, 13 with Tito Aga. They would join us. So, I had fun. I had fun with them. And my mom naman, I think she enjoyed show business, but not as, she just enjoyed being a mom more. So, I don't think she wanted to do it 100%. Kaya I enjoyed it when I think I was mga grade 1, grade 2, when she had her noontime show yung SST.
Yes.
So she had fun during that time, and yeah, it was
And
fun
then
naman.
when your dad came back, talagang he became the award-winning actor that
Yeah.
he's now.
Yeah, that's why I respect my dad a lot, because I remember when we came back here, how he started from zero, and we were just everyone. A lot of people, kasi especially nowadays, have this mindset about pag artista or mayaman or it's easy life. Like it was hard, especially it was hard growing up, especially when my dad had started from scratch. Siyempre, my mom at that time, Alisa she was pregnant with Alisa, and um, I'm sure you know, for people who don't know, pag artista, sometimes you have lots of projects and then you don't have. It's not stable, so it's like difficult, especially for a family to plan out your year. So there were times it was really difficult, but my dad never, he never. There were times I wouldn't see him for months kasi taping niya every day or MWF, pero from 3 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I wouldn't see him for weeks on end, and he just did that to give a good life to me and my mom and my family, and it was hard.
So ito, another myth that has to be busted. So,
Yeah.
hindi naman pala talaga totoong galit na galit talaga si Amalia Fuentes kay Albert Martinez.
No, not at all, not at all. Like she says that I feel like she would do that as her persona to people na, syempre, si Liezl and whatever, and, si Albert. Kasi she has such a high standard for my mom, even when she was younger. Like I could see it from all their old pictures before na she really wanted everything for my mom. But I'll tell, it's a myth. Like in her quiet moments, that's what my lola would always say. She was also like when he did Rosario, she was so excited, and she'd always say na, I'm so happy na si Albert's doing well. Kasi well, she says it naman straight. She said straight up, like, why would I want Albert not to do well? If he's not doing well, that means my apos and my daughter's gonna suffer. And she's always been so happy na the one thing, there's always this joke kasi pag mulak late. It's our thing. And the one thing kapag with my dad, everyone knows na he's always very professional.
Professional, yeah.
He's very professional, always on time. No one can ever say a bad thing about him, and people in the industry never say anything against him. And my lola always appreciated, like when people would tell her, she'd always be proud. It's just with to other people, in public, pero when like with her titas or other family, and they would make kwento about my dad, oh, si Albert, ganyan, she'd always have she'd always be so happy. And
Like, madalas bang dad mo dito nung araw?
yeah, he would visit naman. We used to live. We also used to live here also. And
I didn't know that even Albert Martinez lived in this house before.
for a while, when we came back from the States,
Yeah, no.
we stayed here for a while. We came back from the States.
So, hindi talaga totoo yung myth na yon. Kasi the fact that he lived here, no?
No. It like I said, like all families naman may tampuhan once in a while. But I can tell anyone, my lola loved my dad, and she could see naman, like, she'd always say naman, if my dad was a bad father, it would reflect on our siblings. And even me and my sisters, we had good relationship with my grandparents. So it was okay naman.
Experience ko with Amalia Fuentes.
Yeah.
In 2006, mga March or April,
Yeah.
dumating yan sa studio when I had this talk show.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, gusto ko magpa-interview.
Yeah.
Sabi ko,
Yeah.
Tita Nena, tapos na po yung show.
Oh.
I-tape nyo.
Okay.
and then she comes here, parang, ito yung mga questions, itatanong mo ha.
Yeah.
So that's it. Typical Amalia Fuentes.
Yeah.
So ko, i-tape daw natin. O di tape kami. Well, it was very, very long interview. Pero alam mo naman, di ba si Amalia Fuentes, blows hot, blows cold. But
Yeah.
that time kasi lang, ang problema that time, she was so upset with your mom yata, para bang, to the point, on national television, I don't know if you remember this,
Yeah.
dinis-inherit niya.
May lola, style lang niya yun. I don't, kasi, like I said a while ago, my mom kasi, all the Mulak eldest girls are all matapang. All of them. It's just a thing. And my mom kasi is very matapang rin. So, looking back, when I was younger, I didn't understand. But now when I'm older, I understand. And my lola kasi, she couldn't find a way to reach out to my mom. She didn't really naman disinherit my mom naman eh. It's just, yun yung ano lang niya, yung parang, I don't know, parang, I don't know if it's the right term, parang pakipot or her tumiklambing. It's a very weird.
Call attention.
She just wants attention lang. But my mom, as soon as my mom would call or text, or, well, hindi pa usot, may nagte-text naman siya, but as soon as my mom would talk to her, it's, hindi na. Ano lang niya yun, she just wanted call attention lang, but she never really meant it. Like, she would, like me, we'd also have our tampuans again. She said that to me one time also. You know, Alfonso, I'll disinherit you, whatever. And as soon as I visit her, it's no more na. It's just like how old lolas are. It's just, I guess, because of her upbringing and her own personal experience, it's taken up to times 10. I bet you other people have experienced a version of that with their own lola. But I guess that's what you get when your lola's a movie star. It has to be like times 1,000. I understood. I never took it against her naman. I'm like, ay nako, lola talaga. But wala, that's how they communicate. What can I do? Like, you know, she comes from a different generation. So it's hard to understand for people from outside looking in. I'll tell you guys, she's just like that lang talaga with her tampuan. But between behind closed doors, you just make pa-cute lang lola, hug her, and it's all fine.
But how's your dad now during this pandemic season?
My dad, well, it was hard. Hindi naman hard, but kasi for Christmas last year, medyo nagsistart na yung corona eh. Around December last year, may inklings na. And during that time, he's been working non-stop. So he took like a break. Kasi my younger sister got married in Canada. Tapos we went to LA to visit his apo. Kasi that's his first apo. So we wanted to spend time there. So he took a break, mga 1 month, 2 months. And then when he came back to Manila, wala na, tuloy-tuloy na. Wala na siyang, he's been on break. Well, now he has work again. He's starting to work again. Pero,
Di ba may business siya supposedly in open?
he has lots of, well, the good thing naman of my dad, he has lots of businesses naman. And which keep him busy. But like the businesses naman, it's not, syempre he has more fun going to taping, the whole, it's different eh. So the whole taping, he's not used to being at home all the time. He's always used to, you know, being on the move. So it was an adjustment, not only to him, I'm sure to everyone. It's been difficult. So I know lots of people have more difficult times, but yeah, it was an adjustment period. The thing, the silver lining that helped, I would say, our family unit in general, na there's 2 babies coming along. So, you know, 2 apos. Because one of our frustration before was, since my sister was in the States, we only see her pag Christmas, we have to fly there. It was difficult. You know, my dad, syempre, it's been lonely na ever since my mom passed. So, now just the thought na there's 2 apos along the way, and that's the thing we've been focusing on. Then we see him every Sunday. Me and my dad, kasi we're into cars, so we go off-roading a lot, and that's been our bonding even before COVID. Now we go to different parts. We go to Montalban. We go to a year or 2 ago, we drove around the entire Philippines. So it's great in a way na we've become closer, we've bonded more, and
So, bale, okay. Si Aliana is living in Canada?
Aliana is in LA now.
In LA?
Yeah.
And then si Alisa?
She's living here now, but she's planning to move to Canada, maybe. But I don't know what's going on now. So, yeah, it's just my older sisters in the States.
So, it's, your dad is all alone in the house now?
Well, madami siyang aso. But yeah, mag-isa lang siya. So, it's it's lonely in our house because that's where we all grew up. But we try as much as possible. Like we just visit him last Sunday. We just have lunch. We just hang out there. So as much as possible to keep him company in this unusual time we all live in.
Like, does he have plans to remarry?
Yo. I know. I don't think so anymore at this point. Like I think now he's at the point he's just enjoying na lang life. He's just enjoying time with his friends. Like because he's already malapit na yun mag 60 and he's been there's a large part of my life he's just working and working all the time and
Work all his life.
he's always working. So now he's just enjoying, just enjoying fixing the house, enjoying, suddenly our family grew so big kasi with my sister's in-laws, with my in-laws, it's just been he's been busy and happy naman.
So you're the one getting married next.
I'm next. Yeah, I'm next. Medyo yung COVID, nasira plano ako with COVID, but that's God's. I don't question God's time. So everything naman's happening the way it's supposed to happen. But yeah, hopefully soon. I was hoping for the COVID to go away for a while because we had plans for a wedding, but I've my inkling this thing will be with us for a while, so it's time for us to just move on and deal to whatever the new normal is going to be. Yeah.
Your Lola Margie's gana ba?
Yeah, she passed away na rin. So it's actually I call her Mamang. Mamang was the first, and it's been I can't remember, was it around 2013, 2014? So before my mom, and ever since that time, it's been every year for me and my family. So yeah, it's just like I said a while ago. It's been a blessing na Alisa and Nikki pregnant because it's just new life. Like that's just what we're focusing on with amongst all the death and bad news that's happening nowadays. I'm just like focused. It's just the next generation. Tama na all of the hang-ups of before. I'm just focused on being a good parent, then introducing my kids to like the legacy of the family so you don't forget. But